So instead of playing games, you're actually working on a game. Is it kind of a secret, but not really?
Not really at all, I guess, at this point.
I don't know. Does anybody here know about it?
It is not a video game.
No.
It is a board game with this guy. So Mike and I, we were late to the tabletop thing. I mean, we were always had a few games, in the cabinet, but it wasn't really until we had kids and wanted to start playing games with our kids, and we're like, what's the current gaming landscape like for tabletop stuff? And got into like Ticket to Ride and Machi Koro and King of Tokyo and yeah, exactly. And that just sort of opened the floodgates. And then now we're in like we still on season 1. The world is in horrible shape and pandemic season 1. But we have like a group that meets with that. We do Risk Legacy, and so we're still not like we're still learning and anyways. So this stuff is in the front of our brains. And we were walking around LA after some LA meetings.
Gross meetings.
And just started talking about like we should make a game, and by the time we got home, we just started 3D printing prototypes and printing out cards, and we started banging out this Trogdor game. So it's sort of an adaptation. It's the board game adaptation of the video game adaptation of the song from the cartoon that a pretend wrestle man sang 15 years ago. We say it's a game of burnination, cooperation, and peasantation. My daughter came up with that, actually. And so it's cooperative. You're all Trogdor, because no one can actually control Trogdor, so you each assume the role of a keeper of Trogdor, and you each have different powers, and you move Trogdor around peasantry. The tiles are flippable and turn burninated on the other side. As you can see, the cottages are flippable too. They have the fire on the inside. Peasants wear this flaming helmet and then leave a path of like chaos and fire after you move them. We've demoed it the last 3 days thanks to Kickstarter and their Kickstarter Couchland, and
It was a lot of fun.
yeah, and it seemed like everyone had a lot of fun. They were either the nicest playtest demo people and were just leaving. It was like, oh my God, that was horrible. Did you see? And which is like, that's okay too. I'll take that. But it seems like people were into it, so we're hoping it's still in development. We're working with James Ernest from Cheap Ass Games, who made TAC. He made Kill Dr. Lucky, which is a fantastic reverse Clue where you're all trying to murder one guy in a mansion, which is super fun. So Mike and I brought him like it had all the elements, like we brought him these cards and these movement stuff, and then he is helping us undo all of the like no-nos that we did in board gaming. And so we're going to kickstart this late summer is the hope. And these are all 3D printed prototypes you see here of the knights and peasants in Trogdor. This is some box art. This is like the first rough. He like cranked this out in like a half an hour. His name is Chris Schweitzer, who he does the Krogan's series. He does The Creeps, which is this cool kids graphic novel, and then what's his blog? He does this awesome Schweitzer craft. He makes these like paper craft like things, and he's going through history and drawing different like warriors throughout history. So he was perfect for this. So we're doing a kick cheater. And so that's what the like sculpt will look like. So it will take a while to produce because we want the Trogdor to not just be a mini, we want it to be a full color vinyl figurine that you'll get. Some of the peasants and things will be a little, not bad quality, but just not quite as fancy. We got the guy who did all of our old figurines. I'm gonna let Mike finish this sentence because I keep talking.
The guy that did our figurines 15 years ago, Rick Van Velser, he kind of stopped doing sculpting toys, and so we called him, and he was like, yeah, I'll do it. And so he got out all his wax and tools and sculpting stuff, and I think he enjoyed getting back into it and doing sculpts. So he's done Trogdor and the flaming running around peasants.
These are unpainted.
On fire. The archers, Mendeleev and Dongalev. A flaming cottage, and then some knights.
That's the Troghammer. He comes out, and we say that after a series point in the game, he comes out and makes it harder, and he's like the board game equivalent of the Mario music getting faster in the last 90 seconds.
Trogdor! Burninating the countryside, burninating the peasants. Look at this. We burninated the entire countryside. We burninated all these peasants. We burninated all these people. In the tiny 3D printed dance floor.